Being a proper British lady in 19th century America sounds like the setup for a sitcom, especially when it comes to hiring domestic help. I'm reading The Domestic Manners of the Americans by Frances Trollope each day and giving you the highlights. This is day 4, let's get into it. There's just something about Americans that can't get the hang of being the hired help. When Frances moves into her new home in 1828, the first thing she tries to do might have seemed pretty obvious to her, but it couldn't have been more alien to her American neighbors. Now, Frances is used to having a handful of domestic servants to help around the house, but when she tries to hire servants in America, things didn't really go too well. The first girl she hires, who is only 17, won't commit to a year of employment because she says she hopes to find a husband within that time. And if she doesn't, she'll consider herself an old maid. And that's a direct quote. But it doesn't really matter because she quits after only 2 months after Frances refuses to lend her money to buy a new ball gown. The next girl Frances hires gets upset that she can't eat dinner with Frances and her family. When she's forced to eat dinner in the kitchen, Frances finds out that she spends the entire time crying rather than eating. She quits as soon as she earns enough money to buy a new outfit, and her sister, who is also hired, does the same. Frances attributes her problems to the egalitarian spirit of America. She says lower-class Americans have been poisoned by the idea that they are just as good as anyone else and they refuse to lower themselves beneath anyone. That sounds like a very British attitude to me, but she does kind of have a point when she points out that these same women are more than happy to work in factories and sweatshops for much lower wages. The next girl she hires seems okay, but then it turns out that she's a con artist who has been bragging around town about her ability to enter Frances's home late at night. Frances is only satisfied after she finds a French girl in town who she keeps employed for the remainder of her time in Cincinnati. I guess it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, or in this case, a new dog old tricks. In any case, I'm going to get more into life in 19th century America in the upcoming days. I hope you'll stick around.